if we wanted an extra part tonight. We said, all right. And look what you all did. It's very impressive. I'm very, very, very proud of you all, although nobody told me about it. Right, this evening, the following clip will not feature on the show. Thank the Lord. And neither will this one. And certainly not this one. Sexual frustration, possibly, in all of those noises. Now, I know you are all very excited about the White Room, but I also know the real reason why you're all watching, and that is because you're all waiting for Police Academy 5, which is on straight up after us tonight at 11:30. We don't want to make too much of a fuss about it, but I would really love a Police Academy 5 countdown clock somewhere around there. Amazing. Right, OK, so on with this evening. The celeb booking team got me slightly confused earlier. They said that the Smiths were on the show tonight, to which I said, wow. However, it turned out that I'd slightly misheard them. Our panel is actually made up of 2 wordsmiths and a locksmith. First up, it's writer, critic, poet, tinker, tailor, soldier and spy, Paul Ross. That's impressive. What colour are the underpants? Amazing. Next, a girl who loves a bit of oral. It's Siobhan. And finally, most child stars get themselves locked up, but this one can get himself out of absolutely anything. It's Grange Hill star turned keymaster, Lee McDonald. Let's chat about tonight's show. So Sarah, Lucas and Connor are in the White Room, but it seems the rest of the house are the most affected by the absence of them. So, Siobhan, do you think that Ashley and Becky are struggling without Lucas and Connor?
Yeah, I think Ashley's definitely struggling without Lucas because she wants all their cuddles and, you know, it's a little bit of, you know, something nice in the house. Becky, obviously, the banter, they're going to miss the jokes, like Connor is a joker, so they're probably going to miss that. But I think it might be good because then they might have to start talking to...
Integration. It's a slightly more deflated house without the 2 boys in there, isn't it? And that's quite surprising because they're big characters, but they're not the loudest of characters.
They're not the loudest, but when you put them all together, you put that with Becky, you put it with Scott, you put Connor, you put Lucas together. That's where the fun is. So I think it's actually going to be a near on mute house until the White Task ends, I think.
OK. Also this evening, we saw the insiders go outside and the outsiders go back inside. So, Paul, do you think that Adam, Luke and Dina have kind of secured the living room now that Connor and Lucas are out of that house?
I think they've kind of evicted Becky and Ashley, and they've chosen to go out Becky and Ashley. But what I don't like about Becky, I used to love Becky until last night with the whole BMI thing, when she overreacted madly.
Really?
Have you not got a mirror in the house, Becky? You're a big girl. Now, I like a big girl, but she's a big lass. And she deliberately took offence at it. And now, her and Ashley have been very nasty out there, bitching about Dina, and I think they're doing themselves no favours.
I'm really surprised you said that, Paul, because I was reading your thoughts on the show earlier on in my dressing room, and you loved Becky, didn't you?
Until last night. Yeah. She's blown it, I think.
Isn't it insane how much you can just change your opinion of somebody by one little thing? Is that weird for you, Siobhan, coming out now and seeing that?
Yeah, because 1 minute someone likes someone and it can take 1 episode and then they're like, no, I hate them. It's just, it's crazy how it just flips like that overnight, so it is quite strange.
Lee, we saw quite a ballsy Dina again this evening, when she kind of confronted Ashley and they had a little bit of a bicker. Do you think she's feeling slightly braver with the absence of Connor and Lucas?
I do, because she reminds me, when she first went into the house, she reminded me of Roland from Grange Hill, who got bullied. Not physically, but she was always bullied, and anything she said, it was taken the wrong way, and she was a real loner. She was interested Janet to run after him and go, Roland, I love you. But I think she's got her own, she's coming up to her own now, and she's really feeling her feet, and I'd like her to be in the final.
I think she's gone through quite a lot in there, hasn't she?
She has, bless her.
From what we've seen, obviously, Siobhan, we can only kind of comment on the hour-long show that we see, but she seems to have really kind of felt every emotion along the way. So
she has, but Dina's not quiet. That's the thing. From knowing it didn't even get shown that I was actually friends with Dina, she's the life and soul of the party outside. Like, she's really loud, she's really funny, but she just doesn't, it's just not getting shown.
She said
Yeah.
that, it's people putting her down as well, isn't it? Which takes it away from you.
Yeah. Paul, touching back on something that that you just said about the bitching between Ashley and Becky in the garden, what did you make of that, Siobhan?
Oh, well,
Because you're obviously quite tight with Ashley, so...
I am repping Team Ashley. I do love Ashley, but the thing about it is that it's so divided, and then I think when they were in the bedroom and Dina and Ashley had that little convo and she snapped at her, it just makes the divide even worse. So the way
Do you think it was over the top of them?
Oh, no, that bitching was hardcore. That was a little bit over the top.
No, but do you think they reacted over the top for what Dina did?
Yeah, definitely.
Or
1,000,000%. It wasn't that hard, because when I heard them talking, I was like, who are they possibly talking about? Is it Satan? Like, who are they actually talking about? It was a bit deep. But I just think in there now, I just think everyone is just fed up now. Everyone's getting on each other's nerves, but it was a bit of a over-the-top reaction, I think.
OK, let's talk about the White Room, considering you've all dressed up very white for us this evening. Scott decided he didn't want to go in there. Lee, do you think this is down to his slight dislike that we've seen for Lucas?
I think it's more to do with Sarah's mum insulting him on the nomination.
He really hasn't taken that well,
I think he was doing really, really well, and I think he would have gone forward, he would have put himself forward, but now it's really knocked him for 6.
Yeah.
And he's sitting on the fence a bit. It's really, it's disturbed him completely.
Yeah, he
and
doesn't
he's
want to
not
put
the
a
same
foot out of
person
place,
since-
does he?
No. I mean, watching him now, it's not the same Scott, and he's lost a bit of his zest, I think. It's really knocked him for 6, what she said about him.
Yeah.
And it's a shame, because if he goes in, he makes me laugh. He's a good character in there.
He is a good character, yeah. Now, we've seen, obviously, that there's a free pass to the final at stake. Connor has said that he needs it the most. Do you agree?
No. He does.
Pardon?
He does.
Is there anybody in here? I can see them, but I can't hear them.
He needs it the most.
Why?
Because it's a double-edged sword, because he knows he's not going to win anyway, so even if he gets through, I don't think it's going to make any difference, because I really don't think he's going to win the show.
OK, anybody disagree with this lady? OK, then. Let's move on. Somebody that knows Connor very well is his brother Ronan, and Ronan is on the telephone now. Ronan, can you hear me?
Yes, Emma, how's it going?
Very good. How are you doing?
Yeah, all good.
OK, so you've obviously been watching because your brother's in there. How do you think Connor's coping in the White Room?
He's doing well, as you've seen as well. When you seen Connor, he was delighted not to be up for nominations this week. So to get him under the White Room was amazing.
Yeah.
He was slacking a bit today as well, but I knew he'll battle between him, Lucas and Sarah. It'll be good to see and watch as well.
I think it's going to be hugely competitive between him and Lucas, isn't it?
Yeah, big time.
Big time.
Big time.
Do you think he's right about this being his only chance to get to the final?
I think he's right and he's not right as well, but I know he's going to battle out between him, Lucas and Sarah, and he's going to come through and win it. I think he's going to win the show as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, going back to the White Room, which of the boys do you think will crumble first?
I think Lucas is going to crumble first, because I think he's going to miss out with Ashley, and it's just alone in there without Ashley. As you can see tonight as well, he was talking to Ashley, he was looking for Ashley.
Do you really think Ashley not being there is going to make that much of a difference to him when he's so competitive?
Big time, he's going to miss her.
Really?
He's going to miss her why? He's going to miss her loads.
OK, well, time will tell. We will find out. And
Yeah.
brotherly love coming from you there. Thank you very much, Ronan, for calling in.
All right,
Thank you.
Emma.
So, they spent their first evening in there last night, but let's see how things were this morning.
Housemates should get changed now to shower.
How can they expect me to? My body is actually black and my face is white. It's just not happening. I should never ever sunbathe.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi there, my body's so brown and my face is very, very white, and I can't walk about like this all day. It's like 2 different colours, and it's going to be emphasised, in a white room. I've been in the sun, my body's so brown.
Would you like some white lipstick?
Would I like some white lipstick?
Oh my god. If she gets picked up, we want...
Shut up, Connor!
We want a white
Right,
hat.
okay, well, I want to leave. I'm leaving the room. Like, I'm not staying in here.
Siobhan, how would you have coped with that task?
Oh, Emma, look, I'd probably give it maybe 2 minutes, and I probably would have
Really?
been like, peace in the Middle East, y'all, deuces. I would have been gone. No, I wouldn't have lasted at all. No.
You'd have jogged on. But what I think is the most important question of this part of the show so far is, to Paul, does Luque look like Matt LeBlanc?
To Stevie Wonder, he might look like Matt LeBlanc, but not to the rest of us, really. It's quite sweet, though, and he's really grown on me, Luke. In the first week, he was fantastic. Then I went off him a bit. I'm really back on him, and I'm sure he's going to make it to the final.
Another thing that you mentioned, actually, that I was reading earlier on is you think he seems like a little brother.
That's the thing about him. I think he was very endearing when he showed how upset he was after the comments from friends and relatives and stuff, and quite honest about it, and he did genuinely try and apologise to Becky. I don't think he needed to apologise. He should have said, look, it was a gag, it was a joke, get over yourself. And actually now he's still genuinely hurt about it, so I think that's going to see him through. I'd like him to win, him or Andy.
OK, well, going back to the Matt LeBlanc thing, I'm going to try and change your mind. Here's a little picture of the two of them together. Hey!
You see, when you look at Luke, you think there's a village somewhere missing an idiot. In a nice way.
OK, so we're all done with that for now. But remember, it's not 1988. You can tweet us or get in touch via the website. Details are on your screen down here right about now. Still to come, Kirk Norcross talks about his favourite subject, which is sex. And we draw ever nearer to Police Academy 5. But now, though, you can save your fave. This week, Ashley, Dina, Luke and Becky all face the public vote. Who stays? You decide. From a landline, call 0901 61617 and add the number of the housemate. From a mobile, call 65058 and add the number of the housemate. For Ashley, add 01. For Dina, add 08. For Luke, add 10. For Becky, add 17. Calls cost no more than 36p from BT landlines or any mobile. Calls from other landlines may vary. If you usually vote by Facebook, technical reasons mean that voting is currently unavailable. Other voting routes are open and will close in Friday's live eviction show. Further updates will be posted on Facebook. Votes cast after the lines close won't count, but you may still be charged. For full terms, go to channel5.com/BBVote. Episode 2 of Series 2 of Dish on the Side? No! That's because it's not out yet. But would you like to? Yes! We have it.
The Driver. A stylish and charming restaurant which tonight pays host to a veritable banquet of intellectual debate.
Cheers!
Last time we were treated to some marvellous insights from the combined wisdom of Aaron, Siobhan, Lauren and Caroline.
Oh, hey, Kaz.
Let's join them again for some more debate.
So everybody, how did you feel when you were up for eviction, on your eviction night? How did you feel?
First time was I think I lost the plot a little bit.
I was in fetal position, like a newborn baby, like in the chair. But it was one of those shocks because you just don't know who's going to go. But when you're up, I mean, I was petrified.
It was scary, wasn't it?
You're the only one that got cheers, I think, out of everyone.
Well, yeah. Team Outsiders.
Yeah, but babe, you're outside the house now, so what's that? You go out to cheers, but yet you're still out the house. It's like, and there's people still in there being booed that are still in the house. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
But like, was yours okay, Caroline?
I literally didn't care at all. I literally didn't care.
You must care.
Didn't, not one small part of me cared.
Hey, just be real, Caroline.
I'm sorry, I didn't care.
I did. I did.
So, Connor and Dina, you know, what do you think's going on there? Because they've never really got on and stuff, have they? Do you think it's purely because she nominated him on the first night?
He just doesn't like her, and the thing about it is everyone's always trying to do like Inspector Clouseau and Columbo, like let's investigate. Yeah. Sometimes you just don't like people. You don't need to have a reason. You just don't like them.
Yeah, well, that's it. We've got two sides of the table.
Just point blank. You just don't like someone.
Some people just don't get along. There's no hatred there. Connor's a nice guy. He's got a good heart. He don't personally like go out of his way to hate somebody, but at the end of the day, if you're stuck under a roof like that, like we said before, you can't go nowhere, and you just got to put with somebody, then at the end of the day, all he's doing is putting up with her, and all she's doing is putting up with him.
Some of the things that Connor has said is like, what was that with you and Dina? Dina said that you proper hated her, and I don't hate nobody.
Dina asked me to be a sperm donor. for her. She loves my
Oh, that
genetics.
was in the,
she would love a
hot
kid.
tub.
She would love a kid, just like me, but just without the personality. I'm like, babe, hold on, genetics. You're probably going to get some of this shit personality in there, babe.
She nominates people to save herself. She is the
I would
biggest
never have
game player.
nominated Dina in there.
she's
ever.
a
I
big
wouldn't say
game
she's a
player.
game writer.
I think I did it every
got
time.
strategy.
Yeah, but
Got
she
strategy.
I think she liked me a little bit. You know, when I cut the cigarettes up and she came home and she said to me, she said, "Do you know what, Aaron?" She said, "I think you did the right thing there." And I went, I said, "Do you know what, Dina? Cheers."
What about you and Scott? What's going to happen? You're meant to be going, he's coming to live with you when he gets out.
Scott hasn't been fully complimentary about Caroline.
Yes.
But do you think that's because he knows what the public knows? Or?
Yeah, but that's not very loyal.
So do you think he's got a game plan then?
I reassessing the situation, I think, more so than anyone else. I'm not gonna lie. That his ridiculous conversations about history and the pool games. I think he's got a game plan more than anyone else. And he wrote he was going to win the show on his because I did the question time, and he was like, "Where did Scott say he would rate?" And I went for modest 7th first.
I buzzed off Scott. I thought he was hilarious. Like, he made me laugh. But sometimes he annoyed me at times. He had his little rapscallion thing, but I just look back on that and laugh so much.
That was so embarrassing for him, though.
Yeah, he made himself look like a right
Yeah,
tit.
he wants
I
to
think
come
that's the
across
same
as like
with
a
Dina.
guy that's got his heart on his sleeve, doesn't care. I'm dubious of Scott. I don't know.
I think you're only dubious of Scott because of what he said after you've left.
Yeah, but also
Other
I've
than
heard
that-
his voice in the diary room is completely different from his voice outside of the diary room. I don't get it.
Well, his dad's not posh.
And his reading
He's
voice.
brilliant in the diary. I think he's
And his
absolutely
reading
brilliant.
voice is just, like from the Second World War, like an 80-year-old woman. Like, I don't get it. Like, I just find it really odd.
You never know who is popular until you see who goes. But then you're only as popular as who you're up against. It doesn't matter if someone's been saved 6 times. They might go up against another character and go.
But it's a shame on the outside they've named them the outsiders, because clearly then they're victims, they're the underdogs.
That's what I said. I said I don't
No,
want
we're
to
purely the outsiders because we sat outside.
Yeah, but it sounds
all the
like
time.
they're outside of the group because they haven't been accepted and stuff, and that's not what happened.
That's exactly what happened. Should we go for a cigarette?
Yes.
Alas, I'm sorry to say we must leave our patrons to their discussion for the time being. Come back tomorrow to enjoy yet more of their phenomenal insights.
Caroline's been out of the house for 5 minutes and she's soon changed her tune about Scott. Now, though, it's time to talk to a man whose dinner parties always have a happy ending. It's Kirk Norcross. So, Kirk, as ever, you have been keeping a very watchful eye on the sexual goings-on, which is kind of nothing, in the house. But I'd like to know what else you've been up to lately, because you've been hanging out with old Lauren.
Oh, yeah, just a little
You?
bit. Just a bit. They come to Sugar Hut.
Come
just
on
for a
then,
drink.
tell all.
No, I ruined it, really. I got a bit too drunk, and when they turned up, I was too drunk. I had to go home.
Who's they?
Lauren and Siobhan.
Oh,
good.
have you seen Siobhan this evening?
Yes,
She's
it's
with
good
us.
to see her. But I got too drunk, and they turned up, and I was felt a bit sick, so I think I did run. I actually ran away.
OK, well, it turns out that's not the only place she's been seen out. Take a look at this. That's not it. We should... Oh, there it is. What do you reckon?
I didn't think anyone would get them. I took them.
Huh?
I took them once. No, joke. I didn't really. I didn't. They're amazing.
They're amazing. There's one picture there.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I tell you what, should we carry on? Should we
Yes.
move on?
Yes.
Let's talk about our housemates, because that's obviously why you're here, not to look at pictures of Lauren in her underwear. OK, so Lucas and Ashley.
Yeah.
That's obviously who we need to talk about, because it's the only real relationship that's going on in the house. First, let's remind ourselves of their relationship.
I was like, I'm embarrassed about the Barbell Media thing. I said, although it was funny, like, it was a bit embarrassing, because he asked me a question at the end, and they're like, oh, would you like to do the Katie and Peter route with Ashley?
Oh, fuck
Or would you like to do the Mark Wright Hollywood night thing? And I went, oh, I'd love to do Mark Wright Hollywood night thing. I went into the diary room that night, and I was like, oh, everyone's going to think I'm a dick, so I've said the Mark Wright night thing, like, I'm meant to be with Ashley, and it's like Katie and Peter.
What?
I just said it because it was like, spur of the moment, I wasn't thinking.
I thought you said that's what he asked you in there.
No, I was like, why do you regret it? And I was like, well, if you think about the way mine and Ashley's relationship's going, I wouldn't mind the Katie and Peter route, but I just said that as a bit of a laugh.
Oh, God.
No, but I got asked the question, so I had to answer it, didn't
So that was his confession, as we've all seen before. Kirk, what do you make of it?
He didn't. I really do like Lucas, but he didn't say it in there as the way he said it to Ashley, didn't he?
It was all very bright and breezy when he repeated it.
But I do really like him, and maybe he did want to go in there and just make a relationship just to last. But I actually think they get on. That is a good relationship.
What do you like about him?
I just think that I know he likes challenging people, but it's more challenging himself, you know. And he's doing his own thing now. I think he'll make the most out of the Big Brother thing.
Okay.
And I actually think the relationship's good. They're having like good arguments.
Do you think that was? Do you think it's good that he came clean?
Yeah, it's good.
Does it really matter in your sexpert opinion?
Yeah, I think you got to be honest, because then when it does come out, when she comes out, he'll be like, look, I did tell you, to be honest. And you do think different things as you're going on in the house, you know. And maybe the bachelor thing would be the thing that you wanted to, but the Katie and Peter, I don't know.
What would be, what kind of guy are you? Katie and Peter or bachelor?
Katie and Peter, yeah. I don't think you should show a full relationship on the TV, but I think them programmes are good because you get to look like a normal couple would get to look and say, oh look, they argue as well, we're normal, you know, but yeah.
Okay, so you're looking for love?
I'm trying to find. It's not working. I'm supposed to be the sexpert.
You're Kirk Norcross.
I was.
What do you mean you was? You're still on Kirk Norcross.
I'm slacking though. I'm slacking. It's going...
shall we try and find you love, like we're trying to find Jamie love?
Yes, please
Hashtag find love for Kirk. I'd like to do like a little blind date thing for you.
Give it a go.
So send us a tweet, send us a picture, and next time we've got Kirk on, we'll flick through a few and see what happens.
I'm excited.
Yeah?
Hey.
Deal. OK, now Adam seems to have gotten over Lauren already and seems to have taken a slight fancy to old Dina. Let's take a look at them.
Forgive me, Big Brother, for I have sinned. I have lusted over housemates.
Could you name the female housemates that you lusted over?
I would have to say Lauren, Sarah, and a little bit of Dina.
Did you see that coming?
With Adam, yes, not just like for Dina with any girl. You know, he's a typical male, and you know, has probably a high sex drive, so he's going to be targeting all the women, isn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't seem to target them, does he? But he definitely has a little eye of them every now and then. He's like, oh, hello,
mainly
Sarah. Hello, Dina. Hello, Lauren. Dina, though, appears to be kind of a tough nut to crack.
Like an ice queen, isn't she?
Well, I don't know about an ice queen, but I would imagine she'd give a man a good run for their money.
Definitely, yeah.
So what moves would you put on her? How would you kind of melt the exterior?
You've got to slowly, like, chip away, you know, at the ice heart that she's got, you know, just a little bit of affection, cuddles, you know, because that's what
like
you need in the
Like
house.
you tried to do.
Yeah, I tried it
in the
too
house.
much. I've just run straight in there. But, you know, just a little bit of affection. Everyone needs a shoulder to cry on in the house. So I reckon if he does that, maybe it might work.
OK, do you fancy her?
Yeah, I fancy most people, but yeah, I do. Dina's nice. No, she's very pretty, Dina. She's very pretty. But she's very stubborn and a bit girl power attitude, but...
OK. She is coming out the house in, you know, if not this Friday, it'll be maximum of 10 days.
Yeah.
So, would you fancy meeting up with Dina?
No, Lauren.
Oh, all right. Picky?
I know.
Picky or what? And what about the rap party? Is that who you're going to be...
targeting Lauren.
Targeting?
Hopefully I'll take her there if I'm allowed.
Hopefully
Am
what?
I allowed to go to the rap party, am I?
Oh, I thought you said hopefully I'll take her there.
Yeah, I'll take her there. I will take her there if
I'll take her there like that. I'm thinking other things. Sorry.
Too rude.
I don't know if you're invited anymore. Anyway, let's move on. Thank you, Kirk. Right, after the break, find out which of the housemates has left the White Room. Who do you think it's going to be?
It has to be a girl, Sarah, really. I don't know, they're very competitive, the boys, aren't they?
OK, we'll find out soon.
This is Big Brother. You were selected to enter the White Room as 3 of the housemates who had received the least nominations this week. You were told that the last remaining housemate left in the White Room would win a pass, guaranteeing them a place in the final. And that the only way to leave the White Room is by pressing the red button on your podium. You have now been in the White Room for 28 hours. One housemate must now leave the White Room.
Now let's just check in with the Police Academy 5 countdown clock. Oh, not long until we can watch everyone's favourite goofball cops. But now, can we get a lighting change and some dramatic music, please? It's time to see who is the first housemate to leave the White Room.
You will be given 1 minute to decide between you who will press their red button and be eliminated from the White Room. Once a housemate has pressed their red button, they will be eliminated from the White Room. They will return to the house and lose their opportunity to win a pass to the final. Housemates, the red buttons on your podiums will now be activated.
Connor?
Your time begins now.
Would you actually stay there?
I don't want to stay. I don't want to stay. I want to get... I want to get to the final 110%. The final means everything to me. It'd be a dream come true, but I can't stay in here. If I leave, it's meant to be. I've always said when I've come in here, what's meant to be will be, and everything happens for a reason. So if I leave next week or if I get to the final, it's meant. I believe it. I've got my dad to help me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But if I press my button, would you continue out? Or no? Would you want to go?
Honestly, guys, I know how much you want it, and I know, no, it's fine. I'll leave, honestly. It's fine. I've just had 2 hours. It's fine. I'll leave, honestly. Thank you so much.
Oh, look, pretending they would do it. Pretending they'd press the button. I've never heard such bollocks.
Good luck. But you better try if I press this.
Oh well.
Okay.
What's Luke doing? Let's not pretend to be devastated, okay? Let's not pretend to be devastated. That's ridiculous.
This is Big Brother. Housemates, your time is up and you must come to a majority decision. Connor, who should leave the White Room?
Sarah.
Lucas, who should leave the White Room?
Sarah. Leave the White Room?
Oh, God. It's so close to be nonsense.
Who should leave the White Room?
Me! I get to eat food.
Connor and Lucas, you have made the majority decision to eliminate Sarah.
It's fine, honestly, hon. It's cool. It's fine.
I can't watch this. I can't watch this.
Right, I love you guys. Good luck. Please, good luck. And wish you all the best. I'll see you soon.
So to confirm, Sarah has left the White Room, meaning that Connor and Lucas will be battling it out for a free pass to the final. Can we have the lights not so bright, please? Okay. First of all, it's not scripted, but we've got to talk about Scott's reaction. I mean, that was just brilliant.
Scott is a legend. The boy is I love him. He just summed it up right there. Like, why is he crying? Sarah, Sarah. He's like, no.
That was the biggest load of crap, him sitting there doing that. What was that all about?
Lucas, you're referring to
Lucas
there, yeah.
should have gone just for that. That was useless.
Scott's reaction kind of hit the nail on the head there.
Absolutely
I think we're all
brilliant.
kind of thinking the same thing as we're watching it. So, Siobhan, are you surprised that Sarah has given up the opportunity?
No, because I knew she's always said when she went in there, she was like, what's the be will be, and she was like, she's just going to play the game how it's supposed to be played. She wouldn't have stayed in there because she knows Lucas and Connor are not coming out. So I think she just thought, do you know what, if I get to the final, I'll get to the final, which she will.
Yeah.
So she's got nothing to worry about. I think she's just thinking, you know what, I gave it 24 hours, that's enough, I'm off.
What do you think, Paul? Can she still make the final?
I think she'll make the final, and I think Luke S is going to stay in the White Room longer than Connor. Because I think he's a nice enough guy, but if he was chocolate, he'd eat himself. He's so vain. He's so vain. He couldn't live with himself if he was beaten in the White Room. So I think he's going to beat Connor.
Really? It's going to be so intense between the two of them. What did you guys make of Lucas's reaction? Your hands shot up. You weren't this loud earlier, were you?
No, I wasn't. He was emotional because he does not want Sarah to go.
You buy that for being emotional?
No, because he enjoyed the massage a little bit too much earlier. And I think he was thinking maybe Sarah rather than Ashley. We know he just wants a girl. He doesn't care who it is. And so maybe he's now thinking, oh my God, I'm going to have to go back to Ashley. And we've seen that he's not really that into Ashley anymore, is he?
Anybody think it's part of a game plan showing the emotional side?
He did it to get more viewers, so people will think, oh, he's nice, really. No, he don't give a shit.
Well, why don't you just say it how it is? Huh? Lucas and Connor are left in the White Room. What do you think the competition is going to be like, Lee?
I think Connor's got a good... I know you're saying Lucas. I think Connor's got a good chance of winning. I think Lucas is just... That was really soppy. And I just want Connor to win now. And I hope Connor does win now.
The White Room.
The White Room.
Part of it.
The White
you're
Room
talking
part
about. OK. Is it a double-edged sword, though, as Sarah was saying? You know, she kind of wants to win it on her own merit. And also, Luke A said it in tonight's show. You know, I don't want to be in there and get a free pass. I want to get in there. I want to get to the final because...
I would disagree completely with that. All of them would love to be in there getting a free pass to the final, without a shadow of a doubt.
Also, it's not really a free pass. They've earned the right to be in there.
Yeah, of course, that's right. So that's all part of the game. So I think they would all want to... I mean, if I was in there, I would want that pass. And if I'd earned it, like you say, in there and done my chores or whatever, I would want my pass to the final.
OK. Who do you think is going to buckle first, Siobhan?
Emma, you're going to have two dusty skeletons.
I thought you said Emma then. I was going to say, I'm not going to be there.
No, trust me, there's going to be two dusty skeletons in that room. Connor is not leaving that room, and Luke S is not going to lose to Connor. So it's going to be, like, head-to-head, but I hope
they're going to still be there when Celeb Big Brother finishes, aren't they?
Like, next year, 2013, they're still going to be there.
Who do you guys think? Who is going to come out trumps?
Connor.
Definitely Luke, because he already have got that thing with Connor, because Ashley does really fancy Connor, and he knows that. So
do you think this is a little bit of a fake friendship?
Yes, definitely, and he's thinking, I've got to beat Connor, I've got to get over, one over on you.
OK, anybody think Connor?
Connor, definitely. Connor will hurt someone before letting anybody else out of the room. He's like the Irish Hulk. Connor, smash! And he will do something dangerous. I'm really worried for him.
OK, Siobhan's face.
I think I blacked out.
I was going to ask you a question, and I've totally forgotten what it was after that. Smash! Paul, could their competitiveness ruin what friendship they have?
I think in the end they're big enough to get over it. It's like, guys can, you can play football against each other, you can be really intense, and when the final whistle blows, you can remain friends. I think they're going to be friends outside the house, but I do think Luke is much more manipulative and much more of a player, and I think he may start playing mind games with Connor to stay in there and get Connor out.
Does anyone think they'll work together on this?
No.
No one? No. You need a mic.
Well, they're both alpha males, so of course they're not going to work together. They're going to work against each other. They've both got game plans.
OK. Maybe we'll be surprised. Who do we think the main house would want to succeed? Connor? Luke? Luke? Connor? Luke? What do you guys think?
I think Connor. I think what separates them is the Luke S, the relationship with Ashley. That sort of segregates them. So I think Connor's like a man's man. He's got, there's no relationship in there. So I think they would want Connor to win. I want Connor to win.
So you guys, what do you think, Will?
I think they like Connor to win, but I think there's an element of almost patronising pity about it, because I don't think they think he'd make it to the final without the White Room.
OK.
So I think they're rooting for him for that reason, whereas I think most of them think Luke S will be there on the final night.
OK. Lee, do you think the mind games are going to start with each other?
I think it will. More so with Luke S than Connor. I think Connor just go for it and do whatever. I think Luke S will be a bit schemy now and try the mind game. I mean, that was a mind game.
Like we've just seen.
That crying, that was winning whatever. I don't know what he was doing with that. But yeah, Connor's he's my man for that. He just go for it and do it.
Right, OK, so someone who knows all about mind games is Diane Newdale, and after the break she'll be telling us the effects the White Room could have on the housemates. And we will be even closer to seeing Tackleberry and the newest recruits doing crazy things in Miami. The last part, there is one more to go. Then you get to see what Hightower and the rest of the Academy make of their latest assignment. Right, let's see how the main house reacted when Sarah returned.
Yes!
What, did Luke start crying?
He's just upset, yeah.
Sarah, welcome back. We only got £180 for food.
Ashley.
Ashley, come here.
Yeah? Wait there, Luke.
Do you want him to do this, or he's missing you and he's upset? So he's saying, I need to shout something. Wait a minute, do you want him to stay in there?
Tell him to come out then.
What do you mean?
He's worried that you don't want to be in there. He's worried that you're missing him.
Okay.
Cross the bus.
I don't care.
Look, stay in, she's fine!
She doesn't give a shit.
Johnny's only 28 times.
Oh my God.
I know.
It's away for a day. Come on.
From my boyfriend for 8 months. honey.
No, but I'm thinking of Friday.
I don't think you'll be able to see me.
It's fucking torture.
Speak to Sarah.
Okay.
Who did the...
Just tell me what to say.
Yeah, no, Sarah said she wants you to stay.
No, you said...
Oh, I said I want you to stay.
Oh, God. If they want to stay, let them stay. That's it.
Look, stay!
Why does he want to leave?
Because he's just missing you. Stay!
It's been a day. Come on.
It's been a day. Come on. Diane, hello. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. We are going to forget Olympic fever for just a moment because the White Room task has begun. So what are the psychological effects of living in a totally white room?
It is a really good one, particularly if you like a bit of psychology and brain science.
I would think it would drive you up the wall.
Yes, it can do. First thing we've got to remember is that shape and colour is how the brain has evolved for stimulation just to survive. And 80% of all the information we assimilate about the world and how we behave in it comes in through what we see, through our vision. So, right, let's get to the White Room. The White Room is two things here. Connor's already made a comment, apparently, about, it's quite nice, actually, when he walked in. We choose white and all the hues of white for
calming,
sincerity
you would think...
and tranquil, absolutely. But then it'll stop. Because with our fight or flight mechanism, you get accelerate or de-accelerate. There's no kind of happy medium in the middle. So after a while of being, you can start going down and down and down and down. And what that can actually add to is feelings of isolation, separateness. And if you're not getting the stimulation, you've started to see some of the yawns going on, they'll actually start feeling bored. And if there's lots going on inside for the individual, like sorting stuff out about what's gone on in the past, what may go on the outside, they could start getting a bit down or depressed. Maybe not with this group.
OK, so calm and then wall climbing.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yes.
OK, so the housemates had to choose 3 of them to enter the White Room. Let's take a look at how they did that.
Only 3 housemates may enter the task room to compete for the prize. Connor, Lucas, Sarah and Scott have 1 minute to decide between them who will take part in the task.
Okay, I'm not that bothered.
I don't mind. I know obviously you two
I want to do it.
I know you wanted.
I love tasks. Me too.
Okay, you love tasks, okay.
I don't mind.
Do you want to do it?
I don't mind.
Massage. Do you want to do it?
You do it.
Are you sure?
I'm not bothered.
100%?
Yeah, I don't like tasks.
Definitely not.
No.
How do you think Scott would have got on in there?
Initially, like anyone going in there, OK. Slightly new and different environment. But he'd have done really well had he gone in there with Sarah because he'd have an ally. He gets on well with his girls, as you know.
Yeah, he likes being around the girls.
He does, but he also loves the boys, and he likes the pretty boys as well, or the range of alphas that both Connor and Lucas are. But again, that would actually wane very, very quickly. If he was with those two, there was very other little mental construct that they've got between the 3 of them.
He seems to like the boys in short spurts.
Absolutely.
But for longevity,
no,
the girls...
He'd have gone up, he would have gone whoop-de-la-la completely. And it would have not helped poor Scott in terms of his confidence. So maybe it's a good thing that he didn't go in.
OK, tonight we have seen the shopping task. What did you make of Lucas's efforts?
He's really intense. I love him on the tasks. And I know we call him cheesy and things like that, but there's a little side of him coming through if you watch where he can actually... I picture him sometimes with a cap on when he's a lot older, just laughing at himself. I think that's a part of him that will grow in him because when he looks back at himself, I mean, he's got incredible self-discipline to make himself look the way he does.
He doesn't seem to laugh at himself very much at the moment,
At the moment, but I think it's coming. And I think actually whether he likes it or not is going to make him laugh more at himself. I mean, Connor's actually quite like him in many ways in terms of task performance.
But Luke, he doesn't like to lose. He actually said on going in, I'm a really bad loser. So already he's telling us, I'm competing with no one else but me. And that's why he looks the way he looks. He's got a high self-efficacy and a lot of self-discipline to be the way he is. He'll lighten up in time and age, for sure. And I see little glimmers of it. And it's actually made me, personally, quite warm to him.
OK, can I ask you about the clip we were just watching before we started chatting, where he told Sarah to ask Ashley whether she wanted him to come out? Do you think he would have done that if she'd have said yes?
What, if she'd said yes to him, to wanting to come out?
Yeah, to come out for her.
No. No, because he's in there with Connor. No, I think Ashley was right when she said he wouldn't come out for me. I think they're still in there for a game. Before they both went in and met each other, he was going in to be part of Big Brother. He said he wanted to meet a nice girl. Yes, he's done that. It's part of an alpha construct. They need to have a woman, basically.
Bird on the arm.
Yeah, but he's still in there for him. I don't think he would.
OK. What can we expect from him over the next couple of days, do you think?
I think he'll remain upbeat. I think this is the exciting bit for me, particularly with the White Room. I think Big Brother's done something quite interesting here. The two of them are actually going to be neck and neck all the way because they've got good camaraderie, but there'll have to become a time when either Luke S's kind of optimism will have to wane a bit if Connor starts to manipulate, because Connor can. If he wants it bad enough, he knows he could possibly get around Luke S. And when we get to the Friday, when they've both got to decide on who's going to pass that Olympic line, something interesting needs to happen for it to actually become one or the other. At the moment, it's going to be like that all the way.
OK, as you said, there is a whopping prize at stake. So who do you believe wants it the most?
Connor.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
I say Connor. I mean, I loved it when he said, I'm doing it for the people that have voted me here. Yeah. And he needed to we need to hear him say things like that, because we've seen other sides to Connor which haven't been so impressive. But he is hell-bent on wanting to win. Luke S has an internal competition with himself. No matter where he goes in the world, he'll compete with himself.
Yeah.
That's why he looks the way he is. That's why he is the way he is.
Yeah.
Connor, he's in there. He's got his eye on the end goal.
OK. Well, we talked about mind games earlier on with the panel, and it seems that the mind game started even before Sarah left. Have a look at this.
You've been up 4 times.
Yeah. And if I go out of here, I'm going to be up again. You'll be all right.
I'll be up.
No, you won't.
I can tell you who doesn't like me in there.
Yeah, there's 3 people. That's it. I'll tell you now, I'll be up every single week.
I could be up next week. You just don't know.
No, you will, Matt. Shut up.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now.
Sorry, you won't be.
You're not going to go up at all. I know. I'll be fucked every week because not everybody likes me. Used to. I know now. Used to. You're going to make it to the final.
So what do you make of that? Do you think that's a genuine chat, or is that mind games, trying to lull somebody into a false sense of security?
Initially, I thought it's got to be a ploy, but if you listen to Connor's tonality, and it's another thing we can tell on a phone by anybody if we can't see them, from voice tonality, what's going on. He does sound genuine with going, no, yous, everybody likes yous, both of you. And he's got a point there. Sarah is liked by a lot of people in the house, and she's created that because
she's
that's
also liked by a lot of people outside of the house as well.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. But I don't think Connor would naturally give someone a compliment like that just because he can. It could be a ploy under there, but his voice tonality tells me he was actually quite genuine in that comment.
OK, so Sarah has gone, as we know. What effect will her departure have on the 2 that are left in there? Will it make any difference?
Not really, I don't think, apart from pillow fights and massages and things like that. And they haven't got that girl energy around, because she is wonderfully girly for the 2 alphas, regardless of what they have going on outside. Guys are like that when they're like those 2. But for them, what it will do is it'll intensify what's going on between them, particularly for the next sort of 48 hours. And that's going to become quite interesting for us.
And it's just 2 boys now. I would imagine having a girl in there softens everything slightly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's... I don't know what's going to happen. I think, as I said, Connor may try to manipulate to try and get the upper hand above Luke S. Luke S has the natural talent and ability and the self-discipline in all those tasks. That's why he's so intense, to actually win Connor.
Do you think their friendship will survive it?
I don't know. I actually don't know on that one. It depends on how Connor plays it. If he's sly, because he wants it so badly, when it comes to nearing the finish line, no, I think Luke S will will have his kind of, he'll be angry about that.
OK, and who do you think will win the pass to the final?
Oh, I want it to be Luke S. But it could be Connor.
It's a really hard one.
It's a really
as we've said, because they are
had.
both so competitive.
Yeah, two so similar in there. If Luke S does lose out to Connor, for his ego's sake, he could cope with that better than had it been Adam or Luke A or even Dina in there. I don't think Luke S could have coped with that. He could cope with losing to Connor.
OK, Diane Newdale, everybody. Thank you very much, Diane. After the break, we'll enter unknown territory, as will be in our 5th part. Some would say it's foolish, particularly the makers of Karate Kid 5. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back to Bit on the Side. We are now mere minutes away from Police Academy 5, but for now, here's today's news. At 10:30 this morning, Becky listed all the things that are annoying her in the house in reverse order of importance.
Seriously, like yesterday, oh my God, I looked around and I was just pissing myself because I thought, if them 3 are the final 3, then it is the biggest, stupid game show in the world, because they just conked out all day. They just, their life's gone out of me and we haven't even won the bloody shopping budget. And they're faxing and they're just going to want loads of bloody fags and no chicken nug. Oh, God. I've just gone.
To be fair, if I had no chicken nugs, I would be that emotional as well. Later on at 11:42, as the housemates were doing their shopping list, Dina just had to bring up the chicken and broccoli argument.
Where's my cigarettes?
Yeah, remember? I wrote them.
Oh, yeah, there. Yeah. Unbelievable. After she's made us eat crap for a week, I put on weight because of her. Stupid cow. And you'd still fall out with me over putting chicken and broccoli on there. I put cigarettes on it too.
It's still fucking wrong.
What I'm saying is, for you to say that you'd fall out with me and you cannot see my point of view at all, that I've had to live on chocolate all week, they lied.
But
so
see,
for me to feel like, I've justified myself, though they have to live on something that they don't like, but what I like.
Yeah, and that's all you keep saying is I. There's no everybody else.
Did anyone think?
Us.
I said I put cigarettes on there, right?
Doesn't matter.
But did anyone think about us when they were doing their list?
No. Why do the exact same thing? You would put me in the same position. You would put Luke in the same position.
How?
What do you mean how?
If I put cigarettes on there, how would you be in the same
Because
position?
either way, it's like we conspired to you so we can get cigarettes. And even if we didn't, you still got us cigarettes and not them.
I don't know. We're just going to have to agree to disagree on this one.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Dina getting braver every single day. However, Dina, there is no I in team. And finally, Big Brother set the house a musical charades task.
For today's task, the housemates in the house will be attempting to win rewards for those in the White Room by playing a game of musical charades.
Yes!
Oh. The housemates in the house will be performing the charades, while the housemates in the White Room will be doing the guessing.
Yeah.
The fuck is she doing? The fuck is that? What's a booty? Booty?
What?
She's just dancing normally. I'm hard. Nice ass. Humping. Is he fucking serious? What's he pointing at his head for? He's not doing anything. How are you supposed to guess a charade when someone's standing like a complete fucking dick in the middle of a room?
Needless to say, they have lost the task and the White Room housemates will be punished. So that is today's news, and this is how you can save your fave. This week, Ashley, Dina, Luke and Becky all face the public vote. Who stays? You decide. From a landline, call 0901 616 17 and add the number of the housemate. From a mobile, call 65058 and add the number of the housemate. For Ashley, add 01. For Dina, add 08. For Luke A, add 10. For Becky, add 17. Calls cost no more than 36p from BT landlines or any mobile. Calls from other landlines may vary. If you usually vote by Facebook, technical reasons mean that voting is currently unavailable. Other voting routes are open and will close in Friday's live eviction show. Further updates will be posted on Facebook. Votes cast after the lines close won't count, but you may still be charged. For full terms, go to channel5.com/BBVote. Now, Paul Ross's favourite Police Academy film is number 3, Back in Training. So he said he didn't mind missing the start of Police Academy 5 to go up to the reality gallery to find out what's going on. So, Paul... Oh, there you are. Hi, Paul.
Although Police Academy 5 is a fistful of fun, Emma. Stay tuned, folks. It's fantastic. I've just seen something surreal. What a treat coming your way.
What?
An amazing challenge in the White Room involving a bucket and some onions. It was a bit like Clockwork Orange meets a gay version of the Hairy Bikers.
Do you know what it is,
they're doing,
Paul?
I've got no idea, but it looks fantastic.
Oh, right, OK. So what news have you got for us?
Well, apparently Ashley is not being very supportive or overly supportive of poor old Luke Hess in there. She thinks he's going to fold, he's going to crumble, he's going to be out first. I think it could just be wishful thinking on her part, because I think nagging away at her and gnawing away at her female jealousy is this whole idea of Sarah and the massage and the foot massage, and Sarah being a bit overly solicitous when she came out. And that's that classic female thing. I think, oh, you know, he'll come out if you want. And she's thinking, why is she suddenly the go-between?
Yeah.
You know that Luke S is a bit of a dog. Why is she the go-between? So I think Ashley wants Luke out, so she's pretending or telling herself he's going to fold.
OK. Anything else?
Well, in the White Room, the boys have been talking tactics, although at the moment their body language is quite revealing. You may just see over my shoulder.
Yeah.
They did the challenge. There wasn't a lot of interaction, and they're not really talking. Now, Luke is doing what Luke does best. Admiring Luke.
Yeah.
A lot of that going. But Connor, every now and again, is giving him a sneaky glance, and it looks to me a slightly unhappy. He's kind of... So I think maybe there's a bit of friction between them, a bit of ice creeping into the
OK,
White
so
Room.
what tactics were they talking?
Well, basically, they're saying that if Luke A had been in there, it would have been more competitive. But that's, again, the kind of thing I think blokes say to each other.
Yeah.
You know, if you're having a friendly knockabout with a mate, if you're playing tennis or something, you pretend you don't want to win. You want to win. So they said, we're having a bit of fun in here. We're doing, you know, we're just doing it for a laugh. If Luke A had been here, it would have been really competitive.
Yeah.
We're not competitive. Oh, yes, you are, guys. And they both know what the other one's saying.
Especially when Friday comes, eh, Paul?
It's going to be the big day, of course, and I think Connor is more and more keen that he's got to stay in that White Room, because I think he's talked himself into this corner where he thinks nobody out there likes me, or at least 4 people he thinks don't like him. He doesn't think the public are particularly behind him, and he thinks if I don't stay in the White Room, if I don't get a free pass, I'm going home early bath for Connor.
Yeah. OK, have you got one more for us, Paul?
OK, let's... Oh, a very strange one. Now, I know I look much younger. I'm now 55. Ashley thinks people like me don't have sex. When we get older, we don't have sex. We still, Ashley, here's a flash for you, baby, we love to bump them uglies. No matter what age it is. Ashley, though, convinced OAPs don't do it. Ashley, I can tell you, oh, yes, we do.
Paul, when are you coming back on?
Whenever you like, baby.
Brilliant, thank you. Amazing. Right, first thing is first. What are people saying about Police Academy 5?
Love it, obviously. It's a great film. Anne Dempsey said that she's decorated the house like a beach, and she's got all the boys around, and they're all dressed in police uniforms.
Nice. Poll results. We had a poll last night. Who will be the person to succeed, right, in the White Room? Or...
Which housemate would last the longest in the White Room?
OK.
And 46% of you said Sarah.
Oh.
Got it wrong.
No.
Yeah, 36% said Luke S and 18% said
OK, you got a clip very quickly.
I have, yes. It's the punishment that the White Room received because they failed the task.
Failing. OK.
Whoever's idea was this, you're a complete ball bag.
Going in on the cheek, right?
Big brother, someone better use these onions! Come on! We can do it! Let's fucking get in here!
We're wasting them.
So this is what Paul was talking about, wasn't it? That he can see going on, but we didn't know what it was. But now we do. And finally, how can people submit questions for the nominated housemates?
They can go to facebook.com/Big Brother UK.
Okay, and don't forget, we need your questions in this evening, obviously, because the questions will be put to the housemates tomorrow. So the faster you can get them into us, then the absolute better. Thank you so much, Hayley, and thank you to all of my guests this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure and a brilliant panel. Joining me tomorrow night is Rusty Lee, David Morgan and Narinda. They're going to be in the studio. What's that I can hear? That can only mean one thing. It's time for Police Academy 5 assignment Miami Beach. Enjoy it, you lucky lot.